Hi everyone and welcome to the Vinita Kinra show, an initiative of Condo Champions. Friends, most of you know me already, but if you don't, please Google Vinita Kinra to get to know me better. Friends, today I'm with such a visionary personality, a leader in real estate, and he is none other than the president of Davie Real Estate Inc., Mr. Scott Davie. Sir, first of all, thank you and welcome. Such an honor to be in your midst.
It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Thank you. And friends, we're going to be discussing this fantastic project coming to the downtown core of Brampton, and that's called Bristol Place Condominiums. And we're talking to Mr. Scott Davie, and I'm going to lovingly call him Scott, is because he's the president and he only brings the best that is available. And what better location than downtown Brampton to bring the tallest towers ever in Brampton, coming in 2027. And to touch upon that, Scott will give you his expert advice on why this is so happening, why this is such a luxury, best value project. Over to you, Scott.
Sure. As someone who grew up in Brampton and Bramalea myself,
yes.
There was a time when Brampton was ahead of Mississauga way back in the day. But now we've really been left behind when it comes to development compared to, say, Mississauga.
Right.
So now, really, with the changes that are coming to downtown Brampton, Bristol Place is so perfectly positioned. Really, it's the first high-profile project ever in Brampton. And as you mentioned, the tallest tower is at 48 stories. They're the only new condominium project that's walking distance to the Brampton downtown GO train station. We have just over here, I'll show you. It's just about a 2-minute walk to get to the GO train station. Now, once you're at the GO train station, you have your option to go to Union Station, or to go to Kitchener-Waterloo, or to take Zoom, or to take the GO bus, or even via rail. So it's such a central hub for transportation. And this is so important when it comes to resale value, especially as these times are changing that we live in. It's more and more important to be located close to public transit. So also we have the Innovation District coming, this major change for Brampton. We have, the mayor and the city council have introduced all new zoning to bring in all these new jobs and all these new students with all sorts of commercial space, for startup companies and tech companies.
Yes.
We have all sorts of institutional zone space for colleges and universities.
Yeah.
We have Rogers head office coming, which is only a few steps away from our building. We have the new cricket stadium coming, which will be the center for cricket in Ontario, right in Brampton, in our Brampton.
Yes.
We have a new hospital coming as well, the expansion of the existing hospital on Queen Street. So there's so much dramatic change coming to downtown Brampton. And really when you think about it, where are people going to want to live? They're going to want to live in the closest high-profile buildings to all this change. And that's going to be Bristol Place. So when you have more demand for rental from all these students, and you have more demand for people buying from all the new tech jobs coming, that means you're going to have more higher rents, and you're going to have higher appreciation as well compared to other Brampton projects, and even compared to other GTA projects with all the dramatic change that's coming to downtown Brampton.
Absolutely, and you touched upon so many things there, Scott, and thank you so much, because as we have here, and you've gone through everything in such great detail, we're talking about the second largest tech sector in North America, and where better to invest than downtown Brampton with all those transit options, with everything at your doorstep, the conveniences, and for people, for investors, and even end users, I'm thinking, what better time than now to invest in a project and reap the benefits in 2027 when it's going to be delivered. And we're talking 400,000 plus students. So like Scott mentioned, there's such a dearth of student housing. We all know that, So there's so much potential. You could lease, you could, assign your unit. You have so much going on. And Scott, I know that Davie's like your real estate company only brings the best. So we want to touch upon Solmar Developments. This project is by Solmar Developments, and maybe we'll circle back because right from
Sure.
your location here, we can see what they've already delivered. So that in itself speaks volumes. And if you could tell us more about their past projects and how, you know, the investors can rest assured that these developers have such deep pockets and, you know, they've delivered almost everything on budget, on time, 30 years of experience.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, it's so important to know who a developer is.
Right.
If you choose the wrong developer when buying a new condo, it can be a nightmare. I've worked with a high percentage of most of the big developers around the GTA over the last 30 years.
Of course.
And I will only do business now with the better developers. I don't need to deal with the old guys I've dealt with in the past anymore.
Yes.
And I can tell you, I'm proud to work with Solmar. They have a 30-year track record of choosing strategic locations for their buildings, known for really good quality, really good workmanship, and really good after-sales service as well. And a testament to that is the buildings right behind us called Valeria.
Right.
The last one was completed, I think, at least 7 years ago. And they're known as the best quality buildings in the whole area. Now, recently, we've just closed on Park Avenue, just down the street as well.
Yes.
2 more towers there. So they're beautiful buildings as well. Solmar, I did 2 projects with Solmar in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Some beautiful luxurious townhomes they had. Recently, Solmar has sold Erin Glen, some great townhouses detached and semis in Erin County. So they're really known for quality, really good after-sales service as well, and really good strategic locations. When you pick a better builder, you end up having a better experience.
Of course. And like you said, I mean, these buildings are older, but again, they look like they were built yesterday. Like you can tell how sturdy they are. You can tell like generations could live in them with probably no need for maintenance even. And that's what we mean when, you know, raising the benchmark for quality, and that's solid, not just customer service, after sales. Of course, they're known for all of this and more, but the quality of construction, that high-end luxury feel, and right by actually even taking a hit on their bottom line, they're giving that to you in such affordable prices. So of course, I mean, there are so many reasons for investors and end users to invest and to put their money in a safe place like downtown Brampton with those record high immigration numbers and students coming and this tech hub and the transit conveniences, everything that you've dreamt of, the multiculturalism, everyone's welcome. Again, Brampton is such a welcoming place, not just for immigrants, but for everyone. It's kind of like a melting pot. So on that note, Scott, what would be your final words if you could tell?
Well, you've touched on the immigration that's expected.
Yes.
We know there's a lot of inflation happening. We know that real estate always leads inflation. So
yes,
we're expecting to see dramatic increases in the cost of homes and condos over the next 3, 4, 5 years. It's vital that people choose a really good builder in a good location. Something that is going to appreciate in value. And when you look at Bristol Place, what we spoke about, a better experience because of who the developer is, making higher rents and making higher appreciation because of the fundamentals in what we've spoken about today. And really that's what it's all about, having a better experience and making more money, whether you're an investor or a homeowner just keeping up with the market. Choosing the wrong builder, you will be left behind by the market.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more, Scott. And this was so wonderful knowing that, the times are getting treacherous. But again, you go with somebody as solid, as renowned, as well reputed. You have nothing but to gain. And just, I'm thinking of that return on investment that can jump so high with an investment as solid as this. I would tell all the investors and all end users, first-time home buyers, this is the place for you to go. And Scott, on that note, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure being in your midst and learning so much about this brand new luxury condominium project coming to the beating heart of downtown Brampton at such affordable prices. For more information, friends, don't hesitate to call me, your trusted realtor, your local realtor with global fame, Vinita Kinra. I'm only a phone call away, 647-570-5640. And thank you so much for tuning in for the Vinita Kinra Show. And Scott, once again, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks, Vinita.